Hello everyone, this is Charles BridgTec with another flashlight review, this time from Astrolux. Now I was sent this by Banggood.com. They wanted me to test and review this latest light from them. Now the model number I have is the EC07. I have the brown body and I have the P50 cool white and warm white LED. Now this is a complete kit, so let's wait no further. Let's open it up, see what's in it. Love these packaging. One user manual. Nothing on one side. It's kind of small, sorry about that. Combined output of both LEDs is 13,000 lumens. Individually, they're a little bit less. One's more on the cool white, of course. Now, if you need more time to read those, go ahead and pause the screen. Otherwise, let's go ahead and keep going. And we got a little bag of goodies here. And we've got 2 O-rings. These are extra. There's already some on the light. Now if you don't keep the O-ring lubricated, they can bind up in there in the threads and get damaged. One lanyard. So it's always good to put some silicone grease on your threads as well. So let me bring out a sample of what I use on my threads. So this is what I use here, just a regular silicone paste, and you can kind of stir it together a little bit. You can use it on anything, and it lasts quite a while. And these here are pretty cheap. I go through probably one of those probably every 2 years, so they last quite a while. Let's go ahead and take a look at the light. There it is. Really like that stainless steel bezel. Let me remove that protection piece on the glass. Got some heat sinking here on the head. Here's the charging port, Type C. Now most people have Type C cables, so kind of cut down on costs. Lanyard hole here. You can table stand that, put a little diffuser on there. You can come up with different ways. Yeah, plastic, cut it off and set it on there. Lower light outputs, it should be fine, it won't melt. Little grooves here on the body, kind of help with holding it. Compact, definitely feels comfortable for everyday carry. Pretty compact there. I like the brown body on here. Button does stick out just a little bit there. Style and design on this is very nice. I like the way it's thicker at the head of the body and then thins out as we go towards the tail. Now I've done many Astrolux reviews of their products and over the years, and I have yet to come across one with any issues. And the machining and finish on this, very nice. Has a flat finish. If it gets wet, it's definitely going to help with being able to grip that light. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take a look here at smooth reflectors. Now the cool white are the yellow, and the warm white are the kind of an orange color. And you can see that those are the P50 LEDs. And right in the dead center is a laser pointer, and that is red. See if I can get a little closer. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take this all apart. I'll show you the insides. Heavy duty tail spring. Greased threads. O-ring. I get a lot of questions on that. Believe it or not, people say, what are the extra O-rings for to put on? No, they're just extra, so it's always nice to let you guys know that. Now there is a protection piece here on the battery. That's on the negative end, so you want to remove that. Now this is a big battery. This is a 32700 cell. 7,000 milliamp. Now this is an unprotected cell. It's got some weight to it. Now you can also run a 26650 in here if you have a sleeve for it. That'll work just fine as well. I put this tail on, so I take the head of the light from the barrel here. And the O-ring here is dry on the head. Now there's the head of the light, straight contact point there. So you can use flat top cells or button top. Looks pretty dry there. I don't normally take them off too much from the head of the light, but I'll put some on there later on. So now we got that all back together. Let's go ahead and put the battery in it, and let's go over the UI. Now before I do so, I want to show you something else that this has. It's pretty nice. We've got confirmation that battery's good, and let me grab my knife here. I've got my knife here, let you know. Now I can support its weight upside down, but when you go to turn it, because my knife here doesn't have a smooth surface, yeah, it can hold its weight on its side too, so that's impressive. But that is a very strong magnet. I'm not seeing any issues with that. I would feel very comfortable placing that on a metal surface. Now let's go through the UI. UI is pretty straightforward. You've got a battery level indicator here. So we're going to do ramping, ramp up and down. Of course, one of my favorite features of flashlights, on and off. That's the lowest of the UI, cool white, very floody beam. Ramp it up here a little bit. See, it's pretty much a flood beam. Does have a centralized area there, but the further out you get, it's going to be pure flood. Ramp it back down, and if you do want to ramp it up past, now if we do turbo, whether it be on this cool white or the warm white, you're going to double click and all the lights will come on. 13,000 lumens. Wow. That is a good balance too. Yeah. This is going to be a fun light, especially if you like warm white or you like cool white. This has the best of both worlds all in one. So we're going to 1, 2, 3, we'll switch to cool white. 1, 2, 3, switch to warm white. 1, 2, 3, clicks to both of them together, which you can ramp them up as well. See if the beam changes any. Yeah, it's a little bit more floody the further out you get there. We'll try it out in the night shots. So now let's do the warm white here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So now we'll ramp it up here just so you can see. That's 3000. Reminds me of some old halogens bulbs. Beam is pretty much the same. Nice. So now with that down, we can turn it off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the light is on the laser pointer. And I'm not too sure if this ramps up or ramps down. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's just an on and off. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll try that out as well. Would have been nice if it was an LEP type of system reflector in the center of that somehow. Turn it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the light is locked out. Cannot turn it on. Nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unlocks the light. Now you can just simply break the connection and do so as well. It's up to you. It's a manual lockout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got your battery level. Now it only does it one time, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4.1 volts on the battery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty nice feature to have. Really easy to switch from one or the other, or combine them both. Very nice. And that's all there is to this light. Pretty simple, straightforward, easy to operate. No issues with build quality as of yet from Astrolux. You know, feels rugged. Solid build quality on this. Alright, well, let's wait no further. Let's take this outside, see how it does in the wilderness. We are out here in the darkness with the Astrolux EC07, sporting the P50 LEDs, both in warm and cool white. And go ahead and turn it on here. This is cool white. I'll demonstrate each one at different levels, ramped up. There it is on the fence. You can see it's very floody. See if I can lower it down. That's the lowest. Wanted to make sure I was there. See how the beam shoots out there. Water spout, 38 feet. Let's ramp it up a little bit. Nice, super wide beam on here. Flood beams are my second favorite. 65 feet there to that tree. Kind of see how it is. Super wide. It's got a little bit of a centralized area there. And it is making the tree faintly. Well, let's go ahead and we'll ramp it up some more. Kind of give you an idea. Nice cool white's gonna get you the most lumen output, which is typical. This thing is just insane beam performance on this. Bugs are flying around in my face here. So we're gonna ramp that back down. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to change to the warm white. You can see here how that looks. If you're liking this, this is a little too warm for me personally, but I like more of a 5K. But this is doing good. So let's ramp it up over here a little bit. Kind of give you an idea. Same beam, nice and wide. See the tree, 65 feet. Everything now has a warmness to it. 3K, I think it is what it's listed. Now it's not going to have a huge amount of range on this, so it's pretty typical. Let's ramp it up here. Now we've got the warm white. Now this battery has a lot of power to it, so you should do fine on the lower light outputs. There we go. Now look around there, real wide beam. So now we're going to do turbo, which should be all of them combined. Let's see how it does. Yeah. Look at that. 138 feet, this thing, with all of the LEDs on this thing. Now it's going to cycle down due to heat, which is what you want, because it'll get too hot to hold. Beam it up there. This thing is just crazy. So now we're going to lower it back down here and see if I can get it to go to the laser. There we go. There's the laser. Believe it or not, it's there, and it is on the tree. I'm not sure. I could see it with my eyes, but it's not being picked up with the camera. And so hopefully, there it is on the water spout. You can see it there. 65 feet there on that tree. Kind of bounce it along the fence. It's got some pretty good range. It goes all the way down the fence line there. So, see if I can make it across the park. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see on camera, but you could see it faintly on those playground area. See if I can make it on the school. It's top of the roof there. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed those night shots. Very nice performance. Pure flood. It's got some decent ability to throw out there, but if you're needing something that's going to show a huge large area at once, this is definitely going to be something you might be interested. Got a lot of power behind this because of that battery. It really helps with the run times, and the build quality on this is very nice, impressive. It's like having two different flashlights in one. You've got the best of both worlds, of people that like more of a warm white versus ones that like cool white, or if you want to blend them together, you've got that ability too. Laser pointer, I'm not too sure. You want to use it in a classroom, maybe point out something on a wall, I guess you could do that, or point at something in the distance. It does have some distance to it, of course, because it's a laser, so no issues there. An added little feature. You may use it or you may never use it. As far as the UI is concerned, just straightforward. I like the ramping. It's pretty much my favorite feature for UIs, and I like the ones that you can kind of switch back and forth from stepping, or your choice, it's up to you. But I often feature them stepping because I can get the individual light levels that are associated with their charts. But this one here, like I said, plenty of light output, either in cool white or warm white. Them together, of course, you're getting that huge bump of 13,000 lumens. Of course, turbo will cycle down. You'll see it gradually start to step down. It's pretty impressive with this battery. It did real well in my test, so that out there in the night shots speaks for itself, and not seeing any issues with this impressive little light. Very compact. Alright, well, I want to thank Banggood.com for sending me this Astrolux EC07 to review. Now, if this is something you're interested in getting, they come in other colors on the body, your choice. But if this is something you're interested in getting, it's a complete kit. Look at the link below my video in the description area. Also feature a special discount code, and it'll help you save some money on this, just in case you're interested. Well, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. Donate to my channel if you wish. Every little bit helps. Otherwise, please share, like, and subscribe. That way I can bring more of these lights from Astrolux Banggood to you in the future. Thanks for watching. Take care. Well, let's take this outside, see how it does in the wilderness.